Okay, our today topic is on classification of element, and classification of element means the grouping. The grouping of elements according to their similar characteristics is called classification of element. Grouping of element according to their similar characteristics is called classification of element. For the same purpose, for the same purpose as the purpose of classification of element means grouping of element according to their similar characteristics. For the same purpose, and the periodic table was also given. Periodic table. A periodic table is the systematic arrangement or classification of all the elements on the basis of their similar properties in a tabular form. Periodic table is the systematic arrangement or classification of all the elements on the basis of the similar properties in the tabular form. Let's make this concept clear through one picture. You can see in this picture, this is the picture of departmental store. And you can observe that in a departmental store, as you go in departmental store, you can see in a departmental store, the things are arranged in a systematic way, in a proper place, such as snacks or household things are kept in a food items or household things are kept in one side, and that cosmetic item are kept in one side, and that playing things are kept in another side. This shows the systematic arrangement is very important everywhere. Similar like that, there are many elements. There are many elements, and we cannot find or we cannot study about individual element easily. So the scientists developed the periodic table to keep the element in a systematic way, so that we can easily find them when there is necessity, or when we need to study them. We can easily study them. As in the department store, we can easily source the food item or the playing things or the cosmetic item in the respective side without any more difficulties. Similar like that, in the periodic table, the elements are arranged in the systematic way according to the similar properties. And you can see here Dmitri Mendeleev. Uh, Russian scientist Dmitry Mendeleev in 1869 AD. In 1869 AD, he classified all the known 63 elements in the order of increasing atomic mass. During his period of time, there were only 63 elements discovered, and he arranged the element in their increasing atomic mass. In an increasing atomic mass, and while arranging them in their atomic mass, increasing atomic mass, he found that the element with similar properties appear at a regular interval. He found that the element with similar properties appear at a regular interval. And by studying that, he gives a law that is known as periodic law, which states that the physical and chemical properties of the element are periodic function of their atomic masses. The physical and chemical properties of element are periodic function of their atomic masses. And periodic function means after a regular interval, the properties of the element are repeated, although the atomic mass goes on increasing. Periodic means after a certain interval of time. Okay, periodically, timely, it is repeated. Okay, periodic function means after a regular interval, the properties of element are repeated, although the atomic mass goes on increasing. Okay, here you have to remember that what is the Mendel's periodic law. The physical and chemical properties of the element are periodic function of the atomic masses. That is the Mendel's periodic law. Mendeleev observed that elements with similar properties fall one by one in the same column. This results in the formation of a table which is known as Mendeleev periodic table. Mendeleev observed that elements with similar properties fall one by one in the same column. This results in the formation of a table which is called the Mendeleev's periodic table. The periodic table is divided horizontally into 7 rows called periods and vertically into 8 columns called groups. Periodic table is divided horizontally into 7 rows called periods and vertically into 8 columns called group. Sleeping position, that is period. Standing position, that is known as group, for your easy understanding. Okay, this is the Mendeleev's periodic table. Mendeleev's periodic table. You can see a group, different groups in Mendeleev's periodic table, and here is period in Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay, this is also Mendeleev's periodic table. You can see some space gap. Okay, now we'll discuss the merits of Mendeleev's periodic table. What are the advantages of Mendeleev's periodic table? Okay, it was the first scientific and systematic study of all known 63 elements. Okay, due to the Mendeleev's periodic table, for the first time, there has been a scientific and systematic study of the all known 65 elements. Before that time, there is no any scientific study as we done on that element systematically. Mendeleev leaves some gaps for the undiscovered element. Mendeleev leaves some gap for the undiscovered element. As you see in that before side picture also, there Mendeleev leaves some gap for the undiscovered element. He knew that there will be some element which can have this gap property. So he leave that. He don't forcefully put any element there. He knew that there will be some element which will have this type of property. So he leave that space for that. And it helps in the study of the properties of several element correctly. It helps in study of the property of several element correctly. It helps in the study of properties of several element correctly. Now, disadvantage of Mendeleev's periodic table. Number one is position. Position of hydrogen is not clear. Position of hydrogen is not clear. Hydrogen shows both the properties of that alkali metal and that halogen. So in that Mendeleev's periodic table, it is not clear about the position of hydrogen. Certain element of higher atomic weight were placed before the lower atomic weight. Certain element of higher atomic weight were placed before lower atomic weight. For example, you can see in this Mendeleev's periodic table that cobalt and in that nickel case, you can see a cobalt has a higher atomic mass and nickel has lower atomic mass. But cobalt is placed before nickel. So that is not correct according to his law, because he arranged the element according to the increasing atomic mass. But here his law does not obey that. The next one, certain chemically dissimilar elements are placed in the same group. Certain chemically dissimilar elements are placed in the same group. For example, you can see that lithium, sodium, potassium, and that copper, gold, and silver. They are kept in the same group, group I, but they are quite different. So that is also the defect of or disadvantage of that Mendeleev's periodic table. And inert gases are absent in this table, and that concept of that isotopes is also not explained in this. So these are the defect of Mendeleev's periodic table. That lanthanide and actinide also not mentioned in this table. So these are the disadvantages of Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay, and he is Andrew Moseley. Okay, modern periodic table. Henry Moseley in 1914 AD did an experiment and found that fundamental properties of an element based on the atomic number, not on their atomic mass. He found that the properties of element is based on the atomic number, not on their atomic masses. The modern periodic law states that the physical and chemical properties of element are periodic function of the atomic number. When the Henry Moseley did an experiment, he found that the element are a periodic function of their atomic number, not on their atomic mass. So he gives a new law after observing that is modern periodic law, which states that the physical and chemical properties of element are periodic function of their atomic number, which is quite convincing also, because the chemical properties of each element depend upon the number of electrons present in its atom. Okay, the classification of element based on modern periodic law is known as modern periodic. The classification of element based on the modern periodic law is known as the modern periodic table. Okay, the modern periodic tables help to solve the defects seen in the Mendel's periodic table. They are as follows. Number one, hydrogen is placed in the group first in the periodic table due to its least atomic number. The wrong positioning of element like argon and potassium due to their atomic weight has been solved by arranging the element in the order of the increasing atomic number. As you know that argon has a higher atomic mass or higher atomic weight than that of potassium. That according to Mendeleev, that arrangement of argon and potassium is not proper. But when we arrange them with that atomic number, argon and potassium, the position can be managed properly on the basis of the atomic number. The group is divided into subgroup A and subgroup B. It makes the study of element specific easier and scientific or systematic. Okay, this is the modern periodic table. You can see there are 18 groups and 7 periods. Okay, periods in periodic table. The horizontal 7 rows of the modern periodic table are called periods. The number of periods is equal to the number of cells of an atom of element in which electrons are filled as the atomic number increases. The number of periods is equal to the number of cells of an atom of the element in which electrons are filled as the atomic number increases. Periodic periods represent the number of cells. First period means first cell, only one cell. Second period means there are 2 cells. Third period means there are 3 cells. According to the number of element, periods of periodic tables are divided into 4 groups. They are very short, long, and very long. As you can see in the picture also, in first period, there are only 2 elements, so it is known as the very short period. There is 8 elements, so it is known as short period. In third also there is 8. In fourth and fifth there are 18, so it is known as long period. In sixth and seventh there are 32, so it is known as very long period. And groups in a periodic table. The vertical column of the periodic table are called groups. There are altogether 18 vertical columns. These are named as group I to VI. And there are again subgroup, that is subgroup IA to subgroup VIIA, and subgroup IB to VIIB, and then there will be group VIII and it has 3 column and group 0. Group 0. You can see that clearly in this chart also. Main group, that is I, and I has IA and IB. Double I, that is double IA and double IB. Triple I, that is triple IA and triple IB, like that. And in 8 group there are 3 column, and there will be 18th and 18th group, that is known as 0 group. It has single column. Okay, and you have to remember this. As we go from left to the right of the period, that radius or size of the atom decreases, and when we go uh, top to bottom, top to bottom uh, from the group, then the atomic radius increases or atomic size increases, as you can see clearly in the picture. When you go from left to right, that atomic radius decreases, atomic size decreases. When you go down from top, the atomic size increases. Now, inert gases, the elements which fall in the 0 group of the periodic table are inert gases or noble gases. They are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. These elements are chemically inert. Chemically inert because of their stable electronic configuration. They have stable electronic configuration. Those elements which have 8 electrons in their valence shell, except helium. Helium has 2 electron and do not take part in chemical bonding are called inert gases. Are called inert gases. They don't take part in chemical reaction. They are stable. They have stable electronic configuration, so they don't take part in chemical reaction. And you can see some of the inert gases. Look at helium. Helium is a inert gas. It has a electronic configuration 2 at last. So it has a doublet state. Okay, doublet state. Other all they have octet state. They have 8 electron in the valence shell, and they are stable. They don't take part in any chemical reaction. They are in octet state. Octet state means they have 8 electron in their valence shell. To be in stable electronic configuration, element should have 8 electron in their valence shell. Here also you can see helium duplet state, and other all they have octet state. 8 electron in their valence shell. 8 electron in the valence shell. Okay, now main topic from this periodic table, or main question that can be asked in the exam, that is the element of the group IA are called alkali metal. Why? Because they react with the water to produce alkalis. They react with water to produce alkali, so they are known as alkali metal. They are known as alkali metal. Second one, the element of group second I are called alkaline earth metal. Why? Because they are found on the earth crust in the form of oxide, and react with water to produce alkalis. They react with water to produce alkalis. They are found in the earth surface, and they react with the water to produce alkalis, so they are known as alkaline earth metal. Alkaline earth metal. They are less reactive than that group IA. Group 7 element are called halogens. Okay, group 7 element are called halogens because they react with metal to give salt and water. They react with metal to give salt and water, so they are known as halogens. Group 18 element are called noble gas because they have 8 electron in their valence shell, and do not take part in chemical reaction. They have 8 electrons in their valence shell and do not take part in the chemical reaction, so they are known as noble gas. Okay, now difference between group and period. Period. Horizontal rows of the periodic table are called periods. Horizontal rows of a periodic table are called periods. Vertical columns of a periodic table are called groups. Vertical columns of periodic table are called groups. In a period, left to right element change their property gradually. In a period, left to right element change their property gradually. In a group, top to bottom element have same property. In a group, top to bottom element have same property. For example, in group first, they all have the valency 1. In group second, they have the valency 2. So in group, top to bottom element have the same property. In a period, left to right element changes their property gradually. Size of the atom decreases from left to right. Size of the atom decreases from left to right. We already see that picture also. And group, size of the atom increases from top to bottom. Size of the atom increases from top to bottom. Okay, now importance of periodic table. Okay, it gives a clear and distinct classification of all known elements. Modern periodic table gives a clear and distinct classification of all known elements. It helps for the prediction of new element. It gives the correct positioning of the element. It also helps to describe the simple properties of element. These are the importance of the modern periodic table. Okay, difference between modern periodic table and Mendeleev's periodic table. Modern periodic table, it is based on increasing atomic number. Mendeleev's periodic table is based on increasing atomic mass. In modern periodic table, there are 7 periods and 18 groups, whereas in Mendeleev's periodic table, there are 7 periods and 8 groups. In modern periodic table, there is a fixed position for hydrogen, whereas in Mendeleev there is no fixed position for hydrogen.